Hello, thank you for joining me for our European weather update. It's a very lively picture at the moment across Western Europe, with countless areas of low pressure still queuing up in the Atlantic to come ploughing in. We're going to see this one rolling its way across the UK and up towards Scandinavia on Wednesday. So strong winds and some more heavy rain also affecting the north of France and the Low Countries. And then further south, some heavy rain pushing into Portugal and Spain. Further east, the tail end of another weather system will bring some showers to northern Turkey. Further south, it is looking clearer. Some sunshine for the Balkans and some warmth, but much cooler across Iberia as this frontal system arrives. Some snow across the Spanish plateau, some for the Pyrenees too. Still some warmth further north for the likes of Frankfurt, but definitely cooler once the rain arrives into the UK, the north of France and southern Scandinavia. That low centre continues to plough its way north on Thursday, bringing some snow into Scandinavia, but the trailing front looks like it'll bring further snow into the Alps. And then there's another weather system waiting to bring further rain into western Spain and to Portugal. For Madrid, though, it looks like the temperatures will recover by Sunday, back up into the low 20s. Still looking very changeable for London and Paris. Meanwhile, further east, a drop in the temperatures for Moscow. We'll see a little bit of snowfall potentially here. Hello, off to North America we go for this look at the world weather. And cold just about covers it for the majority at the moment. The storm that brought so much disruption from coast to coast through the weekend now pulling out into the Atlantic. Still some rough weather to come though for the Canadian Maritimes. We should see skies clearing though through Tuesday as this trailing front pulls out of the Carolinas and southern Florida. Cold air feeding down from central Canada through the plains all the way into the southeast though for Tuesday. Meanwhile, further west, this low coming in from the Pacific needs a close eye keeping on it. Across Western Canada, there will be some sunshine for British Columbia. It's eventually going to get a little bit milder in Alberta, but a lot of cloud along the west coast of the state. Some snow for the Sierra Nevada, but more importantly, some heavy rain targeting Southern California with the risk of some flooding, where the downpours get pretty intense through the course of the next 48 hours. You can see that rain keen to stick around for the likes of San Francisco. Further east, well, some sunshine following on behind our area of low pressure, but chilly winds penetrating all the way through to the east coast, and the temperatures really will take a tumble behind this weather system. Some spots 20 degrees Celsius below average, but even as we look at the likes of New York and Atlanta, we're a good 10 to 12 degrees below. Hello, to South and Central America we go for this weather update, and we start with a satellite picture where you can see a weather front pulling out into the South Atlantic, leaving dry weather behind for the River Plate region. Further north though, the showers continue to pack in to northern Brazil, also across parts of northern Peru, Ecuador and Colombia, and some of the downpours fairly relentless in places. A lot of rain in a short space of time. Localized flash flooding is possible, but particularly the rain mounting up in terms of its totals across northern Brazil, where the showers have been proving fairly relentless of late. A slightly drier story for Salvador and Carvelas. More showers for Rio. A few showers around for Buenos Aires on Wednesday, but generally the picture here is one of drier weather arriving. To the south though, some more wet weather ploughing in to southern Chile. Buenos Aires seeing the temperatures bolstered by the arrival of some drier weather Wednesday, Thursday, but cooler again with more rain from Friday onwards. Further north, and some showers around the Gulf of Mexico, perhaps a few for Costa Rica as well, and the tail end of a weather system from the US trailing back to the south could just bring some increased cloud to Cuba and a few showery outbreaks of rain. But generally across the Caribbean, the weather picture is a fairly steady one, shall we say, for the next few days. There's a lot of sunshine for the majority, some patchy cloud from time to time though in Havana, and just a chance of the odd spot of Hello, it's Africa and the Middle East that we're heading to for this world weather update. And we start with a satellite picture. And let me just draw your eye further north up towards Europe and the Mediterranean. This trailing weather front here pushing into Morocco looks like it will bring some increasing cloud, maybe even some rain to Casablanca in the next couple of days. Further south, we've got a tropical depression which has been working through the Mozambique Channel, set to push into Mozambique through the next 24-48 hours and bring potentially up to a foot of rain, 30 centimetres to some areas. So no surprises, that could result in some flash flooding. For Johannesburg, more sunshine though, along with Nairobi in the coming days, also looking fair for Dakar, and if anything, warming up in Cape Town. You can see there a little rain showing up for Casablanca on Wednesday, clearing skies though. By the time we get to Saturday and Sunday, we should be looking at some fairly unbroken sunshine. Off we go to the Middle East, and here the remnants of an area of low pressure will just sit to the north of the Gulf on Wednesday, drifting its way further south. Could get a few showers here for Kuwait. Still a lot of dry weather generally across the region, perhaps some thicker cloud though along the coast of Yemen, bringing some drizzly rain at times. A little bit more in the way of wind around the remnants of that area of low pressure on Wednesday, just stirring up a little bit of dust and sand across parts of Saudi Arabia. The showers though should clear Kuwait pretty promptly back into the sunshine for Thursday. Hello, we start this look at the world weather with our Indian satellite picture, and for the majority the skies are clear, but a little bit more cloud to the south, a few showers possible across Tamil Nadu and Kerala, still some showers across Sri Lanka, and to the north of the country a bigger mass of cloud that's now drifting across towards the Himalayas, but also extending further south across parts of Bangladesh and into the northeast of India, where we're expecting some heavy rain in the next 24 hours. It will gradually clear from West Bengal, from the likes of Assam though, Meghalaya, Nagaland, parts of Bangladesh and eventually northern Myanmar. A very wet story in the coming 48 hours. Moving up towards Kazakhstan, through Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, down into Afghanistan. The picture generally a little quieter for Wednesday. Some patchy cloud around, but showers fairly isolated. Temperatures around average for the time of year. Some sunshine returns though to southern Afghanistan, Pakistan and northern India after the wet weather of late. Sunshine further south as we cross the Maldives. For Sri Lanka there will be some sunshine as well, but it's likely to be peppered with some pretty punchy showers at times, and if anywhere, Colombo bearing the brunt of some of the worst of those. Sunshine though, but a slightly cooler outlook for Islamabad as we go through the coming days. The heat continues though for Mumbai and Dhaka. Temperatures in Tashkent sitting in the mid-teens with some brighter spells on the way here. Hello. Asia and Australasia are our target areas for this look at the world weather, and we start with a look at our Asian satellite picture. Plenty of shower cloud across Indonesia at the moment, much clearer skies for the Philippines, and as we move further north across Vietnam, Laos and Cambodia. But the Mayu front promises more heavy rain for southern China on Wednesday, and it looks like we'll see a low centre spinning up to the south of Japan, so not just wet weather here, but windy conditions at times too. Tokyo, though, I think dry and mild, although rather breezy. As the heavy rain across southern China. Back we go into the clearer skies briefly, but a few showers creeping further north, perhaps into Malaysia on Wednesday. The heaviest rain, though, I think likely across Java. In terms of the outlook, it remains pretty mobile for Japan in the coming days, but for Beijing and Seoul, the forecast is fairly settled. For Australia, some more heavy showers for Queensland. The tail end of a weather front bringing some rain towards Sydney. Big contrast in temperatures either side of that weather front. 34 there in Sydney on Wednesday. Much cooler to the rear of the front at just 17 in Melbourne. The front stays shy though of New Zealand for the middle of the week. A few isolated showers across the South Island, but still essentially a lot of fine, sunny and pleasantly warm weather to come here. It does look like the rain though will reach Wellington by the time we get to Friday.